I'm Claire.
I'm Telly.
And I'm Tori, and you're watching Crash Course Art History. Today we're going to be talking about a very controversial artist, Jeff Koons.
The neo-pop artist who went to the Art Institute of Chicago.
Specifically, we will be talking about his 1988 work Pink Panther and his 1994 work Blue Balloon Dog.
So, have you ever been to McDonald's?
Yeah, why?
Well, many say that Jeff Koons' works remind them of plastic figurines.
Oh.
Kind of like the ones you get in Happy Meals. That may be true, but the reason behind it is actually quite interesting. When creating the Pink Panther, for example, he used glazed porcelain and pastel colors because his intent was to create a dynamic emotional response and unite people through shared emotion.
Yeah, many people are turned off by the plasticky quality of Koons' pieces, but it's meant to be kitsch.
Kitsch in German literally refers to garbage or tackiness, and those are definitely two words you can use to describe this work.
Hey, be nice. The message of Pink Panther is actually quite deep. The Pink Panther has basically lost control, as people often do, and the woman, beautiful and voluptuous, has carried him away.
Like a partner stepping in during a frenzied moment to offer a respite, a break. Though the piece does seem quite inappropriate, there is something almost tender about it.
It may be sort of deep, but Pink Panther still gives me the creeps.
Let's hear what Jeff Koons has to say about this in an exclusive interview.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff Koons, right?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So tell us what you're doing today.
Oh, well, I'm currently retouching the Blue Balloon Dog, getting ready for
That's nice. Can I come in?
I guess. Of childhood memories. Hence the title of this collection, Celebration.
Tell me more.
Oh, well, I wanted to make Balloon Dog very imposing by confronting society with their increasing consumption of material. I wanted people to see their reflection, that's imperfected, through the polished stainless steel with a transparent coating of blue.
What type of artist do you classify yourself as?
Neo-pop artist, actually.
Interesting. And what is the significance?
We can just sit right here.
Okay. What is the significance of the varying color schemes in blue? Oh, the studio's calling me. Hold on for a minute. May you please step in for me?
Before we talk about that, I've been meaning to ask you about your art process. I've heard it's quite like a factory.
Oh God, no. You have the wrong idea. I simply employ about 145 assistants and then apply the paint or medium, just as if I were to apply it, from the shades of colors to the type of brush.
Interesting. Oh, back to Pink Panther though.
Yes. So the idea behind Pink Panther is to create a dynamic mix of emotions in a rather common moment in many human beings. I wanted the sculpture to exude sensuality, kitsch, beauty, and a sense of humor. The Pink Panther symbolizes empowerment and conveys the cultural history of America. There's surprise and wonderment in the piece.
Yes. And it's made of glazed porcelain and seems to be made of quite playful and childish colors. Why is that?
Well, I wouldn't say childlike. I'd say I've created a resurgence of muted and pastel colors from the 50s and 60s.
The sculpture, in fact, has a very peculiar quality. It's almost like a McDonald's figurine. May I even say that it's kitsch, that creates a sublime.
Yes. Some agree and others disagree with it creating a sublime sensation. But the plasticity, that's the whole point, to create a pseudo-like reality. But I would never compare it to what is... Next question.
Would you say that there's a cross-cultural Chinese influence in your works?
Yes, I did use glazed porcelain to create the Pink Panther, which does originate from China and is famously associated with porcelain vases.
And what can we expect from you next, Mr. Koons?
Well, for my artwork, that's a secret. But I am running late for a gallery opening.
Questions from folks. Have a nice day.
No, thank you.
Well then, let's focus on a work that's a little more palatable. Blue Balloon Dog. Started in 1994 and finished in 2000, it's made of mirror polished stainless steel with transparent color coating.
It's one of his most famous works, and is part of a collection called Celebration that celebrates parties, holidays, birthdays, and more.
Jeff made this piece to reflect the joy of celebrating a birthday party. It allows the audience to recall memories of childhood and optimism that is later replaced with luxury and possession when you are older.
This actually relates to the material of the piece. Jeff specifically displayed the metal to gleam in an appealing way, which invites the audience to look at the symmetry and their own imperfect reflection.
It lets the viewer experience their own potential.
But why did he choose an inflatable balloon for this 10-foot tall lifelike sculpture?
Jeff actually enjoys inflatables a lot because he sees them as a symbol of humans.
When you take a deep breath in, it's a symbol of optimism. When you exhale, it's deflating, like a balloon, and displays a symbol of death.
The blue balloon dog almost parallels interior and exterior life energy, which is different from regular-sized balloon dogs that are simply empty with air on the inside.
That makes sense, because he included varying color schemes in multiple creations of the balloon dog, which he wanted them to be very bright. He wanted them to be very bright and superior in size. And now, an open letter to Jeff Koons. Dear Jeff Koons, why? Just why? I mean, I understand the whole message behind your works, but who looks at a balloon animal and thinks it's a good metaphor for life and death? And the colors, dude, they're so garish. I thought art was supposed to be enjoyable to look at, but I guess that's just neopop for you. Boy, that blue balloon dog sure does shine. The steel is so reflective, it's brighter than my future. And Pink Panther, Jeff? I understand it's meant to be a tender moment, but it's a little too intimate if you catch my drift. Best wishes, Peddie.
And that's all we have for today.